Hello, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading for March 2023. This is for Leo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring you a lot more clarity, to get more detailed with your reading. The reason I do this, Leo, is because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. I think I said that in one breath. Lastly, astrology has been around for thousands of years, and it's really had major influence in divination. So tarot, which came out in the 14th century, every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. I mean, we go really deep when the two are combined, and both astrology and tarot are aligned with the tree of life. So, Leo, I've been saying how March is the biggest month of the year. It is the biggest month of the year. It is a game-changing month. It's a transformative month, and you're going to feel it. Okay, there's a lot happening with you. I don't know if you're into astrology, but there are two big aspects happening this month. One is Saturn going into Pisces. Now, I'm going to talk more about these big aspects in your weekly readings because there's just too much to cover. But that's in your 8th house, so you are going to get a little bit more serious with. You're just going to have these transformative moments, and a lot of it's going to have to do with partnerships. A lot of it could do with your sexual relationships, as well as other people's money, because the 8th house rules other people's money too. So when I say that, I want you to think of anything that doesn't have to do with salary. So it can be like if you work commissions based kind of work, or inheritance, or if you could be going something with debt, paying off debts. But also think about your partner. Your partner's income could significantly increase, but there's just going to be a lot of attention around there. All right. Now the other big thing is Pluto going into Pluto going into Aquarius. Now, the last time that happened, Leo, guess how long that was? That was the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I mean, it's been about 250 some years since Pluto was in Aquarius. So this is a once in a lifetime event, and it is going to be in Aquarius for up until June. It's going to retrograde back to Capricorn. Then it's going into Aquarius January 2024 for 20 years. So you're basically getting a little preview over this spring of what's to come and Pluto is the planet of transformation. Okay, it's a very powerful planet, but you're going to see what's to come. Now, this falls in your 7th house, all right? Partnerships, whether romantic, whether career related, but there's going to be a lot of y'all will be getting married. A lot of y'all will be meeting the one and getting married. A lot of y'all will have those moments. Just think of really deep connections, really changes on a really dramatic level. Okay, and so if you are married, then hey, really just having transformative experiences with that marriage, right? And again, 7th house, when I say it's partnerships too, so with a business employer, with your boss, with you could be starting your own company. There's and work with a business partner, or there's so much involved there. But just think partnerships, whether love or whether romance or career. Now, I haven't even listen. There's so much happening this month. February, there are about 16, 17 major aspects. This month, it's double that. That's how big this month is. I mean, I haven't even talked about the full moon in Virgo, which is in your 2nd house. There's going to be a lot of money stuff come up for you this month. I want you to know that. That's the biggest thing that's happening. Biggest message that's coming through is money. There's a lot of money stuff, money activity. Now, those of you who are here for career, you may be feeling it. But when Jupiter goes into Taurus in May, that's your 10th house of career, public achievement, success, honors. So this year is going to be, starting in May, the best career year you've had since 2011. Think about that. That's amazing, right? That's amazing. If you're not here for career, that's fine. It's your passions. It's things, when I say public recognition, just being recognized for how amazing you are. So, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. If you're not a subscriber, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you want to follow along. Secondly, stay tuned to the end because I do your spread and then I pull more cards and I break it down week by week to give you a little idea what to expect every week. Now, the last thing, Leo, the one thing that I want you to do right now, mark March 1st in your calendar, okay? Mark it in your calendar right now. Venus is conjuncting Jupiter, all right? And so Venus, the planet of love, money, everything that we desire, right? And Jupiter, the planet of good luck, expansion, prosperity, they're both in Aries, okay? They're both in Aries and they're conjuncting, and it's like they're this huge hug. It's not only the best day of the month, it's one of the best days of this year. Mark it in your calendar, see what happens that day, and even take action to, it's a great day to, that entire week is a really good day for long-term potential. There's a lot of activity happening around that. So, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for March 2023. Again, really big month. Now, Leo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Gives the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Leo, I love you. Thanks so much for being here. You're amazing. You are the Chris Hemsworths, the Malcolm Forbes. I love the J Lo's. I love Leos. I love Leos. Leo, this is a big month for you. Okay, so you know how I said earlier that this is going to be a big month? We're really entering this new era, okay? Every sign is going to feel it, but every sign is going to feel it in a different way. And, you're definitely having one of the biggest transformations because I've already done a lot of readings. You're definitely having one of the biggest ones. And it's outstanding. So let's go ahead and get started. You got the Seven of Pentacles. So there is a sense of you just... So the energy that's coming through is a little bit of exhaustion, a little bit of like working a little bit more than you needed to, things just like almost like this is a lot of exhaustion energy, a little bit of burnout energy. But if that does not resonate with you, it's you putting a lot of time into your passions, into your career, into the things that you care about. Okay, it's this investment energy, and you've come to this point where you're just like, okay, what next? What next? Do I want to continue down this path? Do I want to start a new path? Or is it time for me to elevate, ascend, get a bigger job title, get a raise, start my own company, start my own business, take this relationship to another level, get engaged, have a proposal. There's a lot, even in terms of your passions, right? And so that's what the Seven of Pentacles is. So you clearly you should be very proud of yourself for all this work. He's raked in with a little hoe here, all his, the pentacles, all his wealth, all that abundance, everything that he's worked for, he's taken a little break. And so when you take that little break, you think a little bit, right? You think about your next step. And so this came up in your past areas. So some of y'all could have already been doing that. Some of y'all may actually be on the brink of doing that. Okay. And it's not even, for some Leos, it may not even be, it may be just like a subtle, like a small stuff. Like, do I have time to bring on another client? Things like that. Now, hi, you got the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. All right. So this is amazing because he is very powerful, and he has, there's a lot of leaders in the major arcanas, right? And this one is more of a spiritual leader. This one's more, think about the Pope, right? And so has a lot of religious connotations to it. And the reason why is because he has this deep sacred knowledge, right? And so, in fact, this is the very first card in the major arcanas where other people appear, okay? So when you have that deep sacred knowledge, you spread it, okay? You spread that goodness. Now, it came up in the heart of your spread. So there's a lot of y'all who will feel that you're in the zone. Okay, you're in the zone. You know everything that you need to know. You have all that wisdom. You've gotten that wisdom, and you will be that person for other people as well. You'll be that influence. You'll have that influence. Okay, and that's really great. That's really amazing. Now, the Hierophant is ruled by Taurus. It brings all this structure and stability. All right, so that's really good, especially if you're coming from a place where you're just like, oh, I don't know, or you're like a crossroads. Again, the energy is really just think of a scale. For some Leos, it's going to be like a 1. For some, it's going to be a 10. All right. Now, this Hierophant brings that stability and that structure. All right. It's in the heart of your spread. All right. For the month of March. So that's really good. But it's also, again, it's that just that knowledge and that wisdom and just being that person that is of influence, and people looking up to you and people coming to you for, being that source of, just knowing the things that you know, and almost like guidance, right? Having that guidance energy. And a lot of y'all will find it too. All right. If that doesn't resonate with you, this is a month where you're going to find all of that. I really love that, especially because Venus is going into Taurus. All right. Toward the, I think it's the second week. Is it first week or the second? It's the second week of March. But again, we'll wait to the end and talk about that. And this card is ruled by Taurus. You did get the 2 of Wands in your challenge area. So here's that crossroads energy. All right. Some of y'all are still, on the fence on, do I do this? Do I not do this? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Right? You can even see in this card, it's more about planning. Okay, you do see that he is standing at the highest point in the castle. He has a globe in his hand. All right, so really great view, really great perspective, really good vision. But you see, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 wand in, 1 wand out. All right, so not really like go, yeah, but just like, what's that crossroads energy, right? Because it came up in your challenge area, which really is the breakthrough area. So it's really about like tapping into that. That's why I love that you got the Hierophant. Okay, tapping into, you will have that wisdom, you will have that knowledge. Everything will fall into place for you. Now, you did get the Hermit, okay, in your crown. Now, Leah, this is amazing because well, first of all, you see you got 4 major arcana, so it is going to be a significant month. But the Hermit in your crown, and there's a part of you that needs to have that space, okay? And you know this. Some of y'all need that space to make this decision if you're at a crossroads. And if it's not a crossroads, it's just, the next step, looking into the future. What do I want? Is this the right path? Am I on the right path? How do I elevate? How do I go the next level? The Hermit is, ruled by Virgo, and we do have that full moon in Virgo coming up. All right, the first week of March. And that is, again, in your second house. All right. And so a lot of this could be have to do with money. All right. So salary and attached to your career. So a lot of y'all maybe could be at a crossroads in career, or just the next step is what's on your mind. Okay, and again, if you're not here for a career, it still is the Hermit is still that soul searching energy. Okay, in terms of your passions. All right, things that you're passionate about, things that you're going toward now. All right, whether it's relationships or family or home. But the Hermit, it's just take some time out. All right, because it's all about going within. It's all about going within. All right, you got the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. Now the Hermit, he has made a lot of achievements. Okay, and now he's going within. He needs that time to go within, because he needs to find. That's where all the answers are about where the what's ahead, what's in the future. They're inside you, right? And that's why I love that you got the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. Now, you did get the Devil in the root of your spread, okay? And so the Devil is everything that you would think that the Devil represents. bad behaviors, vices, addictions. The most cliche are drugs and alcohol, but addictions do come in other forms. It is, doing things, certain habits over and over and over again that, they're not serving you well. It could even be the fact that you're binge watching, The Witcher, 24/7, not getting anything done, not facing anything that you need to face. Okay. So there could be something this month that you're struggling with, or maybe a challenge that it's not serving you well, and it's time to just let go and move forward. And I think that you will, because you did get the Hanged Man in your future. All right, so you're going to be fine. Just remember, here's one thing to just bear in mind: these two people are chained to the devil. Okay, the chains are loose so they can break free. All right, in order to break free, you have to be aware of what those chains are. What are those things that may be tempting you or holding you back, or could be a trap of things that you just don't want to get involved in. But in order to be aware of the chains, you actually have to care. All right, so care to break free from this devil energy. Now, like I said, you got the Hanged Man in your future. I love the Hanged Man. I love that. Everything's about to shift for you in a big way, Leo. In a big way. Okay? And this is so great that okay, so let me just show you real quick. You do see that he is hanging upside down. Okay, we all see that, right? In the shape of the cross, right? So this does show up in a lot of religious texts. So the Hanged Man, here you see he's wearing a smile on his face. He has a halo around his head. This is good for him, because what he's doing is looking at things in a new perspective. He's shifting the way that he sees things, all right? Because the ways of the past just were not working the way that he wanted to. So it's finding that new perspective. It's finding the new way to think about things. It's especially if you are at a crossroads. This is in your future. You will come to that, all right? Go within. Go within. I'm sorry, this chair, I gotta change. I gotta buy a new chair. This chair is funny. But the Hanged Man, again, it's also 12. I don't know if you're into numerology. 12 is always, for me, a new life cycle, right? It's all about cycles. 12, if you think about how significant 12 is, that whether it is 12 months in a year, 12 constellations, 12 zodiacs, 12 is a significant number, but for me it cycles, especially when you think about the wheel of the zodiac. But I really love this energy. I really love this energy that's happening here. Now, let's get to your stuff. There really is nothing to clarify. There's really nothing to clarify. This is clear as day. Leo, by the way, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe and leave comments. And if you are, and I love hearing from y'all. And if you're not a commenter, I love emojis. And if you are a subscriber, I love you. Thank you so much. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I really am grateful. I thank you for being here with me every week. You really make my day. Now, Leo, I'm about to make your day. I'm about to make your day. You got the Empress. You got the Empress, okay? This is passion. This is pleasure. This is, your soul glorified, especially in nature. I want you to spend some time in nature, okay? If travel is a force of good, so if you can you do like a little weekend escape, especially because you got the Hermit in your crown and the Hierophant in the heart of your spread with a Hanged Man in your future. Oh my goodness. Having just even a day trip, go up to the woods, go up to the beach, whatever you need to do. Go do some forest bathing, go for a swim. We're always she's deeply connected to nature, but we are too, and nature is so good for the soul. Now, the Empress, you can see the symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart there. All right, so there is a lot of passion here. There's a lot of maternal energy as well with the Empress, but it's really just all that love. It's just being connected with, I call her Miss Universe, Miss Mother Earth, just being connected with everything around you, just being aware, right? Just being aware and feeling, and just, it's just a big message coming through is It feels good to feel good, all right? And so you're looking for that abundance, and I want you to find it, and you will find it, okay? As you're going to have this new shift. You're going to have this new shift, and it's going to come, especially because you got the Ace of Wands in your external factors area. And so this is saying, indicating something new is coming through, okay? Ace ushers in the new change, the new beginning, new opportunity. It came in your external factors area. Something's coming through big time, all right? Something's coming through. It's new, and you can see the leaves sprouting from the wands. Now, one thing that I'm going to tell you here, you can see the hand of spirit giving you a thumbs up. This is a very auspicious card. Something, and the wands represent our passions, ideas, creativity, but it is very career related too. If you are here for a career, some of y'all could be moving into a new place in your career, all right, ascending again, or even a new job. Just think about that, but also remember your passions, just things that you're passionate about, things that you want to go toward, all right? So something new could be coming through, especially with ideas. You could have like this new idea come through as well. Again, if you feel like you're at that crossroads energy, but this is the biggest, wand. And what's really interesting, looking at your spread, some of y'all actually may be thinking about having kids, or this month, or trying to have kids, or there's a lot of birth energy. Anyway, so one last thing I was going to say, wands are fire, okay? And so what I want you to do is, you see those seeds sprouting from the wand, all right? So what I want you to do is, I want you to think of those seeds, being planted, all right? And so it's fire. I want you to think of it as a spark. This spark is coming through into your life, and I want you to turn it into this blazing inferno of passions, okay? This is the only tool that's alive in tarot, okay? You don't see leaves coming out of pentacles, or cups, or swords. This is alive. You can turn it into, it can transform into this blazing inferno of your passions. Now, you did get the moon, all right? This is just saying that there's that crossroads energy again, okay? And if there's one thing that I want you to do, is just trust your intuition. Just go within, okay? Here, too, your pineal gland, right? This is, honestly, it's just saying that, there is a little bit of you hoping for the best future, and having a little bit of fear about the future, and a lot of it is that crossroads energy. And again, if that's not relevant to you, it's just about taking that next step, right? Looking forward for what's to come. Spend a little bit more time here if you feel that you're spending a lot of time up here, all right? Now, Knight of Swords, there you go. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. No one gets that reference, so just think Jon Snow. All right, very bold, very courageous. I love this energy. It's amazing, especially because the first few weeks Venus is in Aries, and it's really just going after. All the knights are on a mission, right? They're on a mission for the queen, and nothing is stopping this knight. Look at him. He's actually going into the storm, right? And this is just you have a very transformative reading, okay? Hangman in your future, Ace of Wands, something new coming through, and then you have the Knight of Swords in your final outcome, okay? And this is, you do see one thing I'm going to point out that a lot of people don't see, are the little butterflies all over his armor and the horse, okay? So it's, that caterpillar to butterfly energy, right? Just very transformative. And the sword suit mental up here, so just boom, finally that clarity, and just nothing stopping you now. So Leo, like I promised, I'm going to break it down, see what's going on week by week. The first week, big week. Remember, March 1st, best day, one of the best days of the year. Venus is conjuncting Jupiter. We have Mercury going into Pisces. I mean, we have that full moon in Virgo. That, again, is going to be in your second house of your salary. Also, just if money is not a concern for you, if that's not even a thing, if you're, like I say, if you're like the Prince of Norway watching this video, just think your, material possessions too, okay? Things around you, your value. And for for some Leos, sense of value, self-worth, okay, self-value. And then that day, that same day, Saturn moving into Pisces, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. Again, that's your eighth house of transformation. It's also, other people's money, other people's resources, okay? Just finances, that's not your salary, like I said earlier in the video. So let's see what's going on for you. Boom. You got a lot to celebrate the first week, okay? Something great's going to happen the first week. This is a card about celebration, joy. It's all about bonding as well. This is all about sisterhood. It's all about brotherhood. This is all about bonding. Now, there is a bonding is really important, and I want you to do that the first week, okay? I want you to do that first week. I think it's going to help too when we get together with our friends, with our family. Like, it's 3 is all about growth and advancement, but it's also creation, okay? So creation of new ideas, creation of, and you can, when you talk things through with friends, you see things through, okay? But bonding, it raises our oxytocin levels. There was a Harvard study that, it's been 85 years long, and they say the key to happiness is our relationship with other people, is those people in our lives, okay? So it really is going to be good for you, and it's also really good for the soul. So now, second week of March, big week. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. The main thing is Venus going into Taurus, which I mentioned earlier. It's in its domicile. That's all about love, that's all about money, that's all about your passions, sex. It's all about those. Think of Venus, right? And then Mercury going into Capricorn. All right, that's we'll talk about that. I will do, more of a deep dive during the weekly readings. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of March. Queen of Wands. She is the popular queen. She's the charming queen. She's very charismatic. She's very regal. She has the ability to attract whatever she wants. Talk about passion, like making her passions like turn into reality. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, Leo, you also do see little lions over her. All right, one other thing I want to point out, you do see the sunflower. So it really is, it has all the powers of the sun. Okay, the sun is the most significant symbol in tarot. All right, it's optimism, it's growth, it's it's a promising future, it's abundance. I mean, you're good. You're going to be getting things that you want. Now, third week is a big week. We're officially entering Aries season, Sun in Aries. Okay, so that's huge because that's happening on the day of the spring equinox. Yay, it's finally spring. Even though this winter wasn't even that bad, it was it was 60 degrees here in New York, like in February. How crazy is that? For like a whole week. New moon in Aries, okay? That's huge. That comes the day after, and then Pluto goes into Aquarius. Again, that is your relationship sector. This new moon in Aries, by the way, is in your 9th house, and so there could be a lot of you having this moment of clarity in terms of spirituality. And I know that's a strong word, so just think like mind, body, soul. It could be the way that you see things. Things are going to change. You already got it in your reading here, and that's happening in your 9th house. Jupiter in Aries is your 9th house. A lot of y'all actually may also be traveling. All right, traveling long distance, planning a trip long distance. You could be actually, some of y'all are working on books, manuscripts, or even websites, just anything that has to do with publishing. Keep at it. Oh my goodness, that new moon in Aries. That new moon in Aries is actually a really good time to start something new, to launch something new, okay? Because it's the days that come after that have a lot of commitment energy, long-term energy to it. So really good day to like launch a business, a new product. But that week in general, like huge. Mars is even going into Cancer that week. I mean, there's a lot happening that week. And for you, Page of Pentacles, all right? Again, something new is coming through. All right. And it's going to be something that you're going to want to, you're going to be compelled by. Here we go. You see it's a pentacle. All right. So money and wealth. All right. Again, if it's nothing, if money's not a thing for you, Wealth, it's not a thing for you. Just think your physical world. He's very Taurus, by the way. And you got the card of Taurus, the Hierophant, the heart in the heart of your spread. And so this is, again, pages usher in new changes, new beginnings, just like the ace, all right? But this is something that's very new, all right? Very, very, very new. And it's something that you want to eventually, monetize and grow and turn into this thing. Now, again, Pentacles are earthbound, so it can be just something in your physical reality as well. All right, so just expect that third week with that new moon in Aries. Oh my goodness, that Page of Pentacles. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty strong, especially with Venus and Taurus at that time too. So I'm very excited for you. Now the last week, there's a lot of great days. Venus is conjuncting Uranus. They're both in Taurus. A lot of love energy going on. There's a lot of Mercury conjuncting Jupiter, Mars trining Saturn. Gosh, what a wonderful week. What a wonderful week. There's a lot happening. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you. You have the Seven of Swords, okay? So at this point, at the end of the month, there's no turning back. No turning back, okay? You see him looking back. We want you looking at the future, all right? You did get the moon card in, your staff, the third card in your staff. So at this point, be confident. Remember, a lot of this is just, going within, finding that you're tapping into your intuition, just really trusting yourself, moving into the future, especially if you are at a crossroads, but no turning back, okay? There could be someone also that may be a little trickstery, mischievous, doing something a little underhanded, but you see that this is, he's stealing swords in broad daylight. You can get caught, but honestly, more of the energy is you. It's like it's you skirting things, taking shortcuts, if that makes sense. So no turning back, because look how amazing your reading is. All right, Leo, thanks so much for tuning in. You are amazing. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, and if you're a subscriber, I love you so much. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.